What's good, everybody? Corbino here, and this is a review for Deadpool and Deadpool 2. Now, since I reviewed these movies back when they first came out, and they were, I don't know, it's been a while, but they were probably decently long reviews. I'm not going to go too in-depth, I'm definitely not going to talk about the whole plot, which, I guess I haven't really been doing that with the other X-Month reviews, but YOLO. Anyways, I'm just going to talk about them a little shorter than I have the previous ones. For the first Deadpool, it's still amazing. It's awesome that it was one of the, first modern day, I guess, rated R superhero movies, I think. It did amazing. Ryan Reynolds was perfect. Like I was saying, Ryan Reynolds was already great in Origins, so I'm so happy they kept him, and then he showed that he really was just going to be amazing at being Deadpool. Comic accurate. The costume, the eyes, fourth wall break, everything about it is just, it's amazing. He does so good. He doesn't have some crazy villain, but it's, just, I don't really know what else to say that hasn't been said. It's just a really good movie, and Ryan Reynolds kills it as Deadpool. And my dog's outside barking again, and I am so sorry if you hear that. He kills it. He kills it. I truly, the movie's fun. I always love, what's his face? Can't even think of his name now. TJ Miller. I always love TJ Miller. I always find him real fun to have in a movie. I know I've heard some things about him, but that doesn't stop the movie from being good. But yeah, so having him there, Dopinder was funny. I was surprised he came back in the sequel. Blind Al was great. Vanessa, which I think Vanessa is actually a character called Copycat in the comics. And, there's been theories that she was going to be Lady Death, she was going to be Copycat, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, I thought the cast was great. The villain was fun enough. Colossus, I think, was definitely more comic accurate with the accent, the size, the look. But I still preferred the OG one from the prequels and Days of Future Past, just because he had more of a personality. Yeah, we didn't get to know him too well, but he still had more of a personality. We got to know him a little bit. But still, this one I feel like was more comic accurate, even though he never, went down, never undid his Colossusness. Demetalified. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, and Negasonic Teenage Warhead, never heard of her until Deadpool, which I feel like that was probably how it was for a lot of people. She's an awesome character, plus the actress, I love when she pops up in things, like The Exorcist. Yeah, it's just a fun movie. I'm so glad it was made, and I also love that in both movies, even though they don't have Wolverine cameos, they have a Wolverine cameo. And it's awesome because literally every X-Men movie has had a Wolverine cameo except for Dark Phoenix. But every single thing is, Wolverine's been in every single one except for Dark Phoenix, even the Deadpools, so that's awesome. It's just an awesome movie. It's definitely rewatchable for sure. And again, there's really not much I can say that I haven't said in the original review and that people haven't said. I'm reviewing these for this Foxman, X-Men month, whatever I'm calling it. I'm reviewing these because some of them I've never reviewed, and some of them it's been so long that my reviews have changed so much on it. And it's been 4 years since Deadpool, but it's still damn good. It's not, going down the list at all. So yeah, that's it for Deadpool. On to Deadpool 2. That's a fun movie too. First time I saw it, I enjoyed it. I said it was probably less than or equal to the first Deadpool. Then I've rewatched it. It's definitely less than the original, but it's still good. I love how at the end he gets all dusty and now he's in his X-Force, the gray costume. That was awesome. Because, he didn't have to do the whole changing costume every movie like they do over the MCU. That was awesome. it definitely messes up the timeline even more, because there's that. I really loved this cameo where he's there at the X Mansion with Colossus and Negasonic, and a new version of Yumiko, is that who it was? But now she's got pink hair, not red hair, like in the Wolverine, and she's got some, like, I don't know, something she spins around like a jump rope. I don't know. She was just sort of there, but he's talking to them, and he's like, seriously, where are all the X-Men? And then it shows Beast, Cyclops, Professor X, Quicksilver, I want to say Storm and Nightcrawler are there. And they're in just a room, and they close it, and it's the prequel ones, which, you know, again, like I was saying, it messes up the timeline even more, because the timeline's already so messy. But I just sort of pretend that Deadpool's like on a skewed timeline a little bit, and the Colossus is the Colossus we already met, but older. But now you can't pretend that, because the prequel people are here. That definitely threw a wrench in my little pretend theory. But that was definitely fun to have the X-Men actually appear. That was awesome. There was still a lot of fun humor. I hated that they killed Vanessa so early on. It was nice that they brought her back, but I definitely sort of wish she would have stayed alive. Dopinder, I honestly think should have stayed in the first movie. I think they used them too much in this movie, and not enough of TJ Miller in this one, and I think that was because of stuff going on at the time. Either way, still they're fun characters overall. One didn't get used enough, one got used too much. Blind Owl, I don't think got used enough in this one either, but that's because they're introducing Domino and Cable, which overall I thought their introductions were cool. I thought Domino was cool. Zazie Beetz, a great actress, and what's the thing where people have like black people? I think white people can have it too, but maybe not as noticeable. Black people, they get like they have white spots on their body, or like maybe a whole pigment of their skin will be white, you know what I mean? Or section. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. Can't think of what it is, but I didn't even think about that until Andrew told me, and he was like, hey, I think she probably has da-da-da. I don't think they ever address it, but I'm pretty sure that's what she's supposed to have over her eye, which is really cool. And I loved her afro. Yeah, I think Zazie Beetz did a good job. Obviously, she didn't look like Domino very much, aside from the eye, and yeah, I guess she wore some leather stuff. But yeah, she was an alright Domino. I still enjoyed her. I think she could have been more comic accurate, like acting-wise, but still, she was fun. Cable, I think Josh Brolin as him was definitely good. They should have separated a little bit, you know, because pretty sure it was the same, maybe not the same year as Infinity War. I think it was the year before. No? It was the same year as Infinity War. Okay, yeah. I thought it was weird that he was in two superhero movies that close to each other, and I thought he was way too short. I don't remember if I looked up the heights of the actors or not, but in the movie, he's like the exact same height as Deadpool, maybe a little shorter. He should have been way bigger. Just saying. But still, he did a good job. And then you got Juggernaut popping up. That was real fun to have him. I think he sort of looked more comic accurate, but also like he didn't have a personality like the original trilogy had. But I mean, that one still, just overall was a good movie. I still didn't love it. I think it should have been, I don't know, I just think there could have been more that they could have done. And another thing I'm really mad about in that movie is that we thought we were going to introduce like X-Force or their version of X-Force, and they killed all of them. Like, I think that, what was it, Peter? I think that Peter could have been so funny. Just for the hell of it, he could have been funny. And they got rid of him. And then at the end of the movie, when he does the time travel, he saves them. But does he save the others? You got Vanisher, Bedlam, which some of these guys have never heard of. Shatterstar, freaking love that dude. And he even name drops Mojo World, so I thought he was going to, I don't know, do something. But, like, they just killed them all right away, and I thought that was kind of stupid. But overall, it was still a fun movie. Deadpool's humor was great. The little boy kind of got annoying. I think his name was, like, Fire Fist or something. Never heard of him. But overall, he was good. He just got kind of annoying. And they laid more seeds for Mr. Sinister, which we're never gonna see, it seems like, because I know they were about to make him, put him in New Mutants, but then rewrites and, you know, stupid shit. Anyways, it could have been better, but it was still pretty damn good. And I also just want to sort of talk about real quick, Once Upon a Deadpool. Pretty damn funny. I loved the whole Fred Savage thing. That was a good time. I enjoyed that. But yeah, that's it for this review of Foxman Month, X-Men Month. I still am not sure what I'm calling it. I think it's going to be Foxman. Anyways, that's it. And until next time, stay geeky.